Hi there, Peter Stoll, Lifestyle Change Catalyst. Thanks for joining me again today. Hopefully you've seen my previous two videos on Monday and Tuesday of this week about the retirement nest egg dilemma. If you haven't, that's fine. They're below, I believe, and you can catch up on those. But what I do, especially if you haven't seen me before, is what I do is observe and identify negative life patterns that have an effect of stopping people from experiencing their ideal lifestyle. And what I then love to really do is to provide workable alternative lifestyle options to help those people remove those blockages so they can make positive lifestyle changes. This week, as I mentioned, I'm discussing the life pattern I call the retirement nest egg dilemma. Now, this is where a person sacrifices their current life enjoyment and all along the way until retirement to accumulate a nest egg, so they can hopefully enjoy their life when they retire. This is a very common pattern. In the two previous sessions, we have discovered that the solution for the retirement nest egg dilemma could be found by applying a new life vision and by creating your own online business, which also gave us the flexibility to view positive lifestyle change across the 5 key elements. We have so far explored the first two of those, which is vision and business. And today we'll have a look at the third element, which is passion. Now, passions are the things that we love to do, but are very often the first things we sacrifice when we're trying to accumulate our retirement nest egg. We get buried in our work and our passions get put on the back burner. How many times does that happen? We tend to think of our passions as being additional to our core needs, when in fact they actually are our core needs. They are the things that fire us up. They are the things that get us waking each morning with an eagerness to see what the day will bring. They make us feel fantastic. They make us feel happy and alive. And isn't that the essence of life? When we feel happy and alive, we feel that way for a reason. It's because it's good for us in terms of both our mental and physical health. And yet we are so quick to place those very things on the back burner for, in some cases, the majority of our lives, in the hope we will get back to them later down the track. But isn't happiness our most core desire? So why do we continue to do this? Usually it's because most traditional style jobs and businesses don't allow or are not able to cater easily for the inclusion of your passions in your work. And they usually don't provide the time to engage in them outside of work either. So how do we fix this? Obviously, we need to find a way to integrate our passions more into our lives and even into our business. Up until recent years, there probably hasn't been an easy way to do this. And that may be why some people or many people just accept the status quo. But an online business, due to its diversity, can offer this opportunity. You can base an online business around a passion and do very well. But if you want an online business that merges with your ideal lifestyle, then you need to go a little deeper. What we need to look at is our life purpose and bring that to the table. And in fact, I'm suggesting to build your business around that. So let me describe what I believe the difference is between passions and your life purpose. Passions are the things that make you feel good, happy, alive, etc. They affect you personally. They are more of an incoming energy. A life purpose is what we can do to help others to feel good, happy, alive, etc. This may be solving a problem for them or increasing their sense of fulfillment and happiness. Let me explain further. When you indulge in your own passions, you make yourself feel good. It's an important and powerful activity, but it's basically for your own self-gratification. Nothing wrong with that. It's good to feel good. However, they still have a valid, required purpose. With your life purpose, though, where you assist someone else, you also experience self-gratification, but it's on a smaller scale, a lesser degree than what you would experience from a passion. But as that effect can be multiplied hundreds or even thousands of times, depending on how many people you help, then you can see how powerful that can be. Now just let that sink in. Another issue is that I know it can bother some people to charge a fee for what could be considered service to other activity, which usually equates to your life purpose activity. Some people think it implies that the activity, service or products you are providing need to be provided for free. Well, I disagree. I believe the opposite, that it is completely acceptable that people charge a reasonable price for services and products because the provider has normally taken the time to acquire the skill or gain the knowledge or have the experience, something that the receiver could do if they were prepared to commit the time. Let's put that one to bed straight away. Money is just a form of exchange of energy anyway. Okay, so I hope that maybe has got you thinking about your life purpose. This is where a real life business that you'll be totally passionate about can be developed. And because you are helping others solve an existing problem or helping them gain greater happiness, you have an audience. And the online platform of an online business creates the best opportunity to serve or cater to that audience. Sometimes people need to dig deep for their life purpose, especially if it's been suppressed for most of their life. This is where various personal development programs can really help people find the way forward there. Now, in our next session, we'll look at the fourth key element, which is wellness, how it can easily be neglected in the retirement nest egg life pattern, and why it's essential for an ideal lifestyle. I hope to see you then. Cheers.